where guys are at with injuries, specifically Jake? What's his status right now?
He's very limited. He didn't do much today, so unless there's a huge turn, I think he's doubtful. But I wouldn't say 100% out.
How far along would you say, like in terms of next week, just kind of keep off of it? You think he'd be ready to go then?
We're hopeful.
Yeah. How are you feeling just in general? Moving on, still bouncing back from the Nevada game. You feel pretty confident now, guys have...
Yeah, I think they had a good week of work. The focus got back on Tuesday. A lot of corrections on Sunday's practice, and then Tuesday, Wednesday was good. Tightening up the details today, so liked it so far.
And the jitters around opening Pac-12 play, is it different for these guys? Is there a different energy, or?
I don't think so. I think that they're excited always to play at home. Like I said, I think the focus has been there, and each game I think is exciting. We only get a guaranteed 12 of these, and so I think every game is exciting.
If Jake's unable to go, will you guys kind of solely go with Connor with Jack backing him up, or do you think there might be still multiple quarterbacks?
I think Connor, we feel good about him, but and at the same time, I think Khalil's had a good week of practice, and so you never know how these games play out, but. Yeah, we'd have to see how it goes.
Beyond this weekend, any updates in terms of Jeremy Reichner and David Morris and their recovery?
I think Reichner's closer than Morris. You won't see Reichner this weekend. It is what it is. Like I say, he's closer. Exact time dying, I don't know.
What's the game plan against Arizona like?
Take care of the ball, tackle them. These guys got some athletes. We got to be better with taking care of the ball. The turnover things hurt us, so that's been a point of emphasis. And kind of do what we do. We know we got a good component in here. They got some good players. They run a good scheme. But big picture-wise, we've got to take care of the ball and tackle them.
You mentioned Noah. You were hopeful he might be able to get there. Any thought? Right
Still
now?
optimistic.
Still
Yeah, not 100%, but he has lightly practiced this week, and then we'll see how he responds after this practice, and we'll make the call on Saturday.
Going back to Arizona, how do you defend an athlete like Tate?
Well, you got to do your job. And each guy's responsible for different things out there. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? You got to get off blocks as much as possible. Trying to keep him contained, which is tough to do. He's such a great athlete. But that's really the starting point on trying to stop him.
Is the plan to keep a spy on him, or?
We've got 11 guys out there, so we'll have 11 eyes on them. Yeah.
Has Coach Mahalchuk been able to offer any, inside tips on Khalil Tate with his time with him or anything like that, even a little bit?
I'm sure those guys have talked on that side. I don't think it's been a huge emphasis. Again, so much of our focus is on us, on what we're doing, and what scheme we're running. And so I think they're very minimal.
Following that Nevada loss, what have you seen from Jordan in terms of kicking in practice? His confidence still high? We saw him yesterday after practice a little bit.
I think so. He practiced well today. I think he was 6-6 today. That's kind of what he's been in practice. So I think he's bounced back great.
Did you have a conversation with him? Do you talk to him one-on-one and be like, hey, it's going to be okay?
Not a huge conversation. Because again, if I'm doing that with Jordan, then we got multiple guys making mistakes out there, and so we've communicated to him. We're confident. I think the kid's confident. He missed hit a kick, and we had opportunities earlier in the game to do some better things too.
One thing we talked about a lot yesterday was the turnover chainsaw. I want to get your opinion on it. I mean, do you like it?
I think it's great. I think the kids had fun with it. When it was introduced to them by the defensive staff, those guys were fired up, and then finally get it out. And we talk about the ball all the time in regards to turnover margin. So it's another way to emphasize it.
First day of school, do you talk to the players about that balance that comes now?
Yeah, absolutely. Just finished talking to them now because class is going to start here at 1, and it's just another thing added to their plate, which is a great thing. We've made huge strides academically since I've been here, and we want to keep that going.
Kind of different start maybe on a Thursday, so they had most of those week of practice and get maybe that 1 or 2 days. Is that kind of nice that it wasn't the full week and they
I think
did
so.
a little bit of a
I actually think
run?
so with you. Instead of starting on a Monday, I think it was better for us. We'll find out.
Coach, you've talked about the wanting to start fast and kind of finish fast. How have you kind of seen the team prepare for that this week, especially defense wanting to come out with that fast mindset?
We make an emphasis on really everything we're doing besides just football, school. We want to start fast, and so we talk about it. You come in prepared, and they become prepared to practice, and so that's how we're going to be able to. Again, we want to start fast all the time in games. I think their preparation allows them for that.
Last thing on injury, Trayvon Bradford, thoughts this weekend?
Very optimistic, yep. And we'll see again after how he responds today, but very optimistic.